Okay, so if you turn to the second page of your lab, you will see that there are two calculations, and I'm going to go through how to do those calculations. Now, I have made up a set of numbers for the temperature. So you see that I started at 0. All of you should start at 0, and you should have a final temperature. Even if you didn't get that last temperature, like let's say you were only able to record after 12 minutes, this is just going to be your final temperature. Okay, so don't make anything up if you don't have that. So it says calculate how many degrees the freezing temperature of water was lowered in this experiment. Well, water, I want to calculate the change in temperature, which is temperature final minus temperature initial. And the final temperature was negative 24 degrees Celsius. And the initial temperature for me was 0 degrees Celsius. So the change in temperature is negative 24 degrees Celsius, and technically we're going to take the absolute value of that. So the change in the temperature is going to be 24 degrees Celsius. So basically you take your final and your initial, which should be 0, and you just figure out what the difference is. It should just be the positive version of your final temperature. If negative 17 degrees Celsius was your final temperature, then your delta TF would have been 17 degrees Celsius. That would be the change. Okay, so number 2 says calculate the molality of the salt solution. So this is the solution that was in your container of ice and salt. So we have the formula delta TF equals KF times little m. You are solving for molality, and you know KF, and you know delta T. You've just calculated the change in your freezing point. So whatever you got for number 1, you plug in for number 2. The KF of water is 1.86 times the molality, and you're solving for molality. So circle M, you divide each side by 1.86, not 1.68. So 24 divided by 1.86 gives me about 12.9. Remember, give it 3 sig figs. That gives me the molality was 12.9. Okay, so just make sure you use your value for your lowest temperature, for your final temperature. That gives you your change in temperature, and then you plug in your change in temperature into the formula here. Plug in the 1.86 for KF, and you're solving for molality. So this is the molality of our salt solution, and technically the units are moles over kilograms. But you don't need to worry about that. And then after that, you're going to go ahead and answer the rest of the questions that are here, all the way to question number 5, and then you're going to write your conclusion, only addressing the second R, the results, from your rerun conclusion format. So good luck with that. If you have any questions, shoot me an email.